It's Valentine's Day, and for single people like me, it's one of the most depressing days of the entire year. The last time I got a Valentine's card was in 2010. It was when I was still the Student Union Welfare Officer, and it was from a HIV charity. Great. But that doesn't mean I haven't been on plenty of dates between now and then. So I'm here to give you a bit of Valentine's date advice. I think the best piece of advice I can give you is to not get drunk. And by way of illustration, I'm going to tell you about a time where I got quite drunk before a date. It didn't end well. So back when I was a student, there was this girl I had gone on a date with before. That date went quite well. We had some food in a pub. It was lovely. We talked a lot. It was fantastic. She mentioned that she quite liked to go and see one of the acts at the Students' Union. It was one of those hypnotist acts, you know, the ones where you get people up on stage and get them to do silly things, yeah? One of those. So I got a couple of tickets for it, invited her along, she accepted, it was fantastic. Unfortunately, the first date went so well, I was so nervous before the second date, I decided to have a few drinks before I met her. I mean, luckily, I wasn't that drunk when we first met. I was quite merry though, but you know, I had about 2 or 3 pints beforehand. So we met outside the Students' Union, went into the bar, had a few more drinks, and then got another drink before going into the show. Now, luckily when I'm drunk, it doesn't show very much, so I don't think my date caught on by then. However, I decided that it might be a good idea if I was one of the participants in the show. You can see how this is going to go wrong, can't you? At the beginning of the show, the hypnotists kind of get everybody to put their hands together like this and say, if you can't prise them apart, you're under my spell. I'm paraphrasing, it's a bit more convincing than this. But if you can't prise your hands apart, therefore you should come up on stage. So I'm there going, oh look, I can't get my hands apart. I can't get my hands apart. I must be under the hypnotist's spell. So I wander up on stage with a bunch of other people. Very quickly, I happen to know a few things about suggestion and mind control. The idea is that you suggest something and people are compelled to do it. They're not actually under hypnosis. It's just that they have such a strong compulsion because of your suggestion that it looks like they're under hypnosis. And people who are very good at this obviously are the people who do stage shows. It's called neuro-linguistic programming. It's an actual thing. It's an actual psychological thing. But the fact of the matter is, they could have picked anybody out of the audience and it would have kind of worked on them, you know, unless somebody is staunchly going, I don't want this to happen to me, you know, as long as they're open to some sort of suggestion and happy to make a fool out of themselves, then it will work. So obviously I'm up on the stage and the hypnotist gets people to do a few things, and that includes me, and some things are more embarrassing than others, but clearly my date isn't impressed because about 2/3 of the way through, I see her get up and leave. So at the end of the show, when I've been brought round and back into reality, I go back and realise my date isn't there. And I get my phone, I'm texting her saying, sorry, I didn't really mean to. But obviously this isn't washing. I get no replies. And only when I see her about a month later, when we were civil, there wasn't any problem or anything like that, but no romantic attachment whatsoever. So it's simple really. Tonight, when you take your girlfriend or boyfriend out for your date, don't get drunk beforehand. It won't end well. So guys, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe. Just click on the subscribe link down below. And why not leave a comment telling me about your worst date or any advice you have for people going on dates. Oh, and why not give the video a bit of a cheeky like as well. Have fun guys, I'll see you next time, bye bye.